Everyone, today I'm gonna make a video about how relay works. So please make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment, suggest anything that you like. So I'm gonna make after this video, in the next week or two, I'm gonna make videos about the following: how relay works and how to turn signal or a flasher works, how neutral safety switch works, and how a starter works. So today we're gonna discuss the basic of relays, so that might help you diagnose electrical issue in a car. This is 4 pins and this is 5 pins relay. We're gonna focus on the 4 pins today, most likely. There are different sizes and shapes of relays, as you can see here. These different relays, different sizes, but they work very much the same concept. So sometimes they have big pins, sometimes they have small pins like this, but it is the same. They work the same. Different cars, different models. I have a lot of them here in the past 35 years experience working on these cars. As you can see, this is late model Ford. You're seeing different relays here, different sizes. As you can see here too, a variety of shapes, different location. This is Bosch, this is my favorite. They usually never fail, those things. Okay. So you can see this is Japanese. Look how big is this relay. Most likely this is multiple relays inside. So I'm gonna discuss with you the basic how this thing works and why they use it instead of using a direct switch. So let's get to work. I'm gonna show you. I tried as much as possible to show you in demonstration here how this thing works. I hope I could be as clear as possible. So I have a battery and I have a connection and I have a relay, and I open it from inside so you could see how it works from inside. Okay. And I use a light bulb. So this thing, it could be anything. It could be a light bulb, it could be a AC compressor, it could be an actuator, it could be anything. It could be anything that it needs power. So very much the relay delivers the power to the load in a more safer way than direct switch. Like if you use the switch like this directly, it's not recommended, and they don't use this anymore. And I also protected the circuit with the fuses the same way it comes in the car. So let's get to it. I'm gonna show you this in action, how it works. First of all, let's get here first. If you look at the relay, this is the 4-pin relay, as you can see, and also on the relay itself it has the diagram. Same thing, I magnify it here so you can see what it looks like. And this is the 5-pin relay, also have the diagram on it, so you know which one is which, the direction of the wires, as it shows here. So very much as simple as I'm gonna say it this way. This is a magnet, this is a coil. When you apply power to this, ground and power, magnetic field created here, it pulls that little metal piece here to close the contact. So it connects 30 with 87. They become closed circuit. So think of it as a wire. Think this is as a wire like this. Okay, cut in half. And all you do is just to connect them together. You connect the wire and the circuit goes through wherever you want it to go. Same thing here. As you can see, you need to connect 87 with 30, same thing here, 87 with 30. The difference here with the 5 pin, this is always a closed circuit on a 87A. So if you have, in case there is a ECU involved or a computer involved and they needs to have the circuit needs to take certain readings somehow, or whatever the engineer how they want it done, so they put that closed circuit, so they always, this wire is always connected like this. They're always closed. As soon as you turn the circuit on, this goes here from 30 to 87. So whatever power needs to be moved through this wire, it will be going this way. As soon as you magnetize this coil, it pulls that little rod this way, and the wire, the circuit goes from here to here. This is very much as simple as I can explain it, and I also show it here how it looks like. And they also, it's written here on the relay itself, these numbers, as you can see them. Same thing here, written, as you can see. So you just pay attention to the numbers and you know where is where. And with this, as I said, this is the magnet and this is the wire, but this is done inside the relay. Sometimes this relay very small and they put them inside the circuit board. Ford does it, Chrysler does it. They put tiny one or mini relay integrated inside the circuit. So if something, most of the time if something happened to the relay, you have to change the whole board, which is stupid, but this is how they decide to do it. Okay, back to what's going on here. So as like I said, I have a battery. So looking at this light here, this is the power to the light. It's going through a fuse, it's going into the relay on pin 30. And at the other side, pin 87 continues to the battery direct. Now, and also you have to have steady ground on the light. As you can see, this is, without this confusion, this is very much going to the battery right here. Okay, this is a ground. This is always grounded. And this, you could turn it on and off with a switch. Let's say the switch inside the car. And if you turn the switch on, you can see the relay was gonna click and the light will go on. As soon as I touch turn the ignition, the circuit, close it, you can see, and you can see the relay clicking. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm very much with the switch, I'm grounding that magnet, this magnet right here. I'm grounding this. It's already have positive to it. It has a positive through 85 or 86, this one here, and all I do, I just ground it here, as you see the switch, and the switch connected to ground too, is going to ground. So the ground going to the switch, and through the switch going to the magnet on the relay. And as soon as I do this, I click, the relay clicks. As you can see it. If I do this manually, if I touch this with my own finger, I close the circuit. You see this? This is what very much this magnet does. This coil right here. Every time I click here, it turns on. So the switch is doing this through the relay. All right, so again, let me go through the wires in different, let's say it in different theory right now. Let's say there's no relay. As simple as that. The light needs ground and needs power. So this power, if you want to connect it direct to the battery, you will turn that light on. You don't want to do that in a car. So we need to turn this on without damaging and creating corrosion on the wires. So this contacts right here in the middle here, you can see inside. That's what takes all the hit, and usually they last almost forever on a good relay. Cheap relays usually they don't last that much. If the circuit always on off, they go bad. Sometimes the mechanism here, the spring goes bad, the contact they go bad, the coil goes bad, whatever. So that will help diagnose. So there is, like I said, this wire here. This is the ground to the coil inside the relay. Goes through the switch, and the switch has the other side going to the battery negative. Okay. In some cars, this is positive, not negative. So that means the other side of the coil has to be negative. Like I've seen it in a European car. So you give it positive, so that the switch will be on this side instead of on this side. Which is, I don't like it. I like very much to ground the relay instead of giving it power. Okay, so again, this is how the switch, what exactly the switch does, just to ground the relay. It's already ready to be grounded. So it has its own power. And like just one more note, this power to the relay, usually it comes with the ignition on. The ignition has to be on, so you have power here on the relay, on the magnet, and also power on the main wire. The one, where is the other wire? So what the relay is doing here is connecting this wire with this wire here. Connecting, it becomes like, if you want to connect wire here direct, the light will go on. But we don't want to do it direct again, like I said, it has to be done through the relay. So the relay is very much the delivery guy who's going to deliver the power to the load. In this case is a light. Again here, I made another diagram so you understand. This is the light. So this is the positive wire going on terminal 30. Stays all time here. So we need to connect 30 and 87 together. So 87 always have power, and this is always off, not connected. So as soon as magnetize this coil, like I said, this coil go to the ground switch right here, and and the other side of the coil has power. So as soon as I ground the relay, it's gonna close this circuit again. This is exactly what's going on here. Okay, so that's very much, I hope I was able to deliver this as easy as possible. I hope I didn't miss anything, but that's where very much the relay works. So again, as you can see, the relay. So that's what the relay does. So you just pay attention to those pins, see where the wire going. Sometimes there's a fuse bad, relay bad, the other fuse bad on the magnet side, ignition, feed wire is bad from the battery, and usually this is an ignition switch in between this. But all this just to simplify it as much as possible. I hope I did a good job here in explaining this. If there is any question, you could ask me in a comment or suggest anything so I can modify or correct something, or I add something I missed to say here. I've been doing this for almost 35 years, and I'm trying. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Easier to do it than explain it, and most of the mechanics don't understand that. Just like you want to get to it, you don't want to talk, you want to explain. But it is what it is. That's very much is the circuit, and this is how relay works. And like I said, it could be a bulb, it could be anything. Any load that you need to deliver power to it. So the relay is like the delivery guy who takes the power there without causing any short or any spark or any corrosion on the wires. Because if you have it direct, the wire is gonna get burned and it's gonna get damaged very fast. You're not gonna be able to have nice, clean cut delivery of power to the circuit or to the load that you want to turn on or turn off. That's very much it. Hopefully this is what's covered, and please, like I said, subscribe, share, like, comment, so I can always be able to make these videos. I'm gonna make these next videos very soon. Explain as much as possible on how these things work. Thank you for watching.